Sun shit, y'all ready?
This is Our World, Our Time. Episode 4. The question remains. Woo, Gangstar. That's a Gangstar joint. Rest in peace, Guru. This episode right here is dope. This situation right here, this conversation, this question that was posed is a dope, thought-provoking question. Salute to my man Mhaffa, DJ Mhaffa, the great DJ Mhaffa. Last week on his radio show, the Mhaffa Experience, Thursday, he posed the question: Are we at the Did we reach the promised land? Are we at the promised land? Is it all good? Are we here? Did we arrive? And then he posed the question again and had more to speak on it Saturday. And it was crazy because Thursday, a lot of people, and Saturday was like, nah. Me, I'm like, yeah, all right, we did. And you can't always type your answer, mainly because that's a lot of typing. That's a lot of reading. People, when you read comments and you get down to like paragraph 3, you be like, yo, my man wrote a whole essay. What is this, like a book? What are you doing, man? Yeah. And he might have that person might have some like really good points in that joint. It's just, you stopped and just was like, I like what he said. And from paragraph 1 to 2, I stopped reading the other 5. Boom. I agree with you. Let's keep it moving. That's how we do. That's for whatever reason. That's what we do. That's how we do. So I was like, man, I got a little platform, which I need to be more consistent on. My bad for not really rocking out like I thought I would. But I will get back to being consistent on this Our World, Our Time podcast. That's going to be my goal. That's my goal in general. This is to get more consistent on all the stuff I need to do. The weather is crazy, spring, social distancing right now. It took time to social distance and quarantine itself. So winter's babysit until summer. And so the weather is really messing with me. So the voice is the voice. Anyway, back to my man. And it was a dope question. Have we gotten to the promised land? And like I said, most people said no. I said yeah. I said yeah because one of the weirdest, they always say ignorance is bliss, knowledge is power. The problem is, and the access, how do you access your power? And many people have unlocked that door of accessing their power. Some people haven't taken haven't fully utilized it right. You know what I'm saying? Some people haven't utilized it properly. There's going to be a lot of people out here who are first generation rich, who made it and got somewhere, and their kids are going to be dope. It's going to be the grandkids that's going to fall off. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't completely opened all the doors yet. They haven't unlocked all the keys and the codes yet. They haven't done everything. You know what I'm saying? They haven't done it like, say, our president. Our president's grandkids are going to be fine. He's a grandson of somebody who started their own thing, and the wealth was passed and increased through daddy, and to him it increased. And if his kids don't mess up, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? We have never, like, all of us as a collective, have not learned. Many black people have figured out how to rock that. A lot of us haven't. And again, that just goes back to, situations and access, really. But to say that we haven't reached the promised land is crazy. In the 1820s, let me say that slow again. 18, that's 1-8. 1-8. 20s. 1820. That period of time in America, black people there were small pockets of black people who could vote. Small pocket of black people who owned slaves. Most of the time figured out their bloodline, their lineage, and was like, yo, boom, let me buy them off of you, and emancipated them that way. Small secret, a lot of those same slave holders were slave share owners. They own plantations, share owners of plantations in the V, in Louisiana, in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Secret partners, probably sent somebody white down there to represent for them. And, you know, kept it moving in that manner. But they could vote. They were voting. After the Civil War, some Union soldiers, depending on where they were given the chance to vote. World War I, we all know about what happened in Tulsa. Some places didn't get it down like that, and those places did okay, and those people could vote. So yeah, the concept of did we hit the promised land is crazy, because yeah, it's there. Do we have the tools? Are we going to get the tools? Were we given the tools? Are we going to make our way to get access to the tools to do it? You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, and that was kind of my point. Like, yeah, we can get there. We gotta stop worrying about the haters and the people trying to hold us back. Don't focus on that. Focus on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you do talk to a Diddy and a Dre and all these other people, you know what I'm saying? These black businessmen, they'll tell you, yeah, there was many times, black business women, there was times where you knew the door was closed on you but you kept moving and found something else, and you bow and you blew it up and you did your thing. We got to do that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your own route to the promised land. That was my point. Like, you got to make your route to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? Being black in America, one of the craziest things is we identify ourselves with the struggle as black people. We make that a part of us. You know what I'm saying? We make the struggle a part of us. The problem about making the struggle a part of us is we become co-conspirators in making ourselves second-class citizens. That's what being part of the struggle is. Being part of the struggle is being a second-class citizen. You hear them right now on these, you know what I'm saying, shows, and you hear these doctors and everybody, all these politicians speaking about the black community like that's a whole nother sector of the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, back when we had Katrina and they was calling U.S. citizens refugees, like, we can't allow ourselves to be considered second-class citizens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, our situation is our situation, but we could easily switch that up. We embrace the struggle. We you know what I'm saying? You look at our TV shows. Our TV shows, as much as they're all this flashing and splashing with the designer clothes and the nice cars and the rooftop lifestyle, they still just as crazy and wild as somebody up the block. You know what I'm saying? There's no separation. You know what I'm saying? And being somebody who has had the opportunity to meet many different black people across many different economic levels, I've seen super broke brothers and sisters carry themselves very eloquently. That is the whole bougie vibe. And the crazy thing is, those were the people that you hated on. Like, they act like they better than us. They live here too. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? That vibe is a mindset. It's not instilled in us. It's not genetic. You know what I mean? So that's that. And I've seen people with super paper live in nice areas. You know their parents were very educated. You know their grandparents were very educated, and they trying to kick it like they up the block. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, I gotta go out here, man. I'm about to get into the game, man. I'm about to put something up on this, man. The struggle real. Like, what struggle? Like, you live in a good neighborhood. What? You know how it is, man. We all in this thing. Like, nah, we're not. We're not. We're not. And that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, we need to stop embracing the struggle. You know what I'm saying? The Black American experience is an American experience. It's diverse. You know what I'm saying? There's people that'll never know what it is to try to live off of ramen noodles and leftovers. You know what I'm saying? That'll never know about somebody going, hey, just use the condensed milk because we can buy like 4-5 of them little cans because they ain't nothing but like 50 cents. Throw some milk, throw some water on top of it and you good. Let's keep it moving. Boom, boom. They'll never know that. You know what I'm saying? Ghostface had a line in the joint about his mama. We ain't got the toilet paper. Use the newspaper. There's a group of people that'll never know that. Never know that lifestyle. People where going to college isn't like this like grandioso, oh my God, you made it thing. It's expected. You know what I'm saying? Like going to a not good college, now they checking for you. Like you mess around and you just go to, you know what I'm saying, Alabama, North Carolina, Duke, you know what I'm saying, SoCal or something like that. And then they checking, they like, hey, what you planning on being an athlete or something? Man, you better go to one of these real schools. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's experience. I've met black cowboys, like literally black cowboys. Not that cool Sadat X joint where they was rocking cowboy hats and they thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Nah, black cat, like yo, that stuff you be seeing on the news channels where the dudes is riding the bulls, brothers is riding bulls. They got the stirrups. They got, you know what I'm saying? They listen to country music, and I ain't even talking about the rapper Troy, MC Cowboy Troy. Nah, I'm talking about like straight. You know what I'm saying? Like they listening to country music. They don't know, they ain't dealing with nothing hip hop, maybe a little R&B, but that's it. They like, yo, that's they lane. That's they milking they cows. They cowboys. They real. It's real country. Not like country accent country. They do country stuff. They that, you know what I'm saying, grow crops and all that. They that. You know what I'm saying? That's the black experience. That's their black experience. You can't take that from them. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the struggle. They don't know the shootouts and crackheads. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the dice games. They don't know the stick-up kids. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about broke elevators and having to take the steps and you live on the 13th floor. They don't know nothing about that. They ain't got that's a whole different world in them. They don't know nothing about that. But their experience is just as American as anybody, you know what I'm saying? The all-American, you know what I'm saying? That's their experience. Can't take that from them. That's their promised land. They've made it. They're content with where they are. They're happy where they are. There's no, you know what I'm saying? They're making their money being farmers. They're making their money because their son's out here in this rodeo convention doing, he's a somebody. You know what I mean? They're making their money that way. The original Lone Ranger was a black dude. He hit the promised land. You respected him. It wasn't until Hollywood was like, that's a dope story. We can't let it be him though. We can't let it be a black dude though. Boom, so you got the white guy. But that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like our history in America is so diverse. We just were never taught that. What we were taught we were kidnapped, brought here as slaves, fought for freedom, got a little freedom, everything's good. It's so much more to that. So much. Some stuff is very not cool. A lot of stuff is inspiring and makes you wonder, how did it get like? So you mean to tell me there's people that were actually in Florida in a small, maybe 7-8 block radius that were free, and nobody, you know, Miami is a black city. Miami was founded by black people. Chicago is a black city. It's stuff like that people don't even tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, the promised land is about your I made it moment. If you've made it to a good place, a great place where you aren't hurting for cash, you have access to things, life is great, there's things at your feet, you've made it. The problem is, and will always be in America, everybody isn't willing to accept that truth. Again, that was my point. We're here. We allow ourselves to be treated as second class citizens, and we need to stop that. We need to really stop that. I know what happened last week when we finally saw footage from months ago, and the whole chaos that brought up. That was dope. And people were like, "Yo, we wrote in and we made phone calls and we made change." We need to always make change. We need to hit the booths and make change. Politics is local. You need to know who. Thanks to this corona, we know who our governors are. We need to know, we need to know who's running for what and what are they going to do to protect us. Because if you want to know a promised land situation, that's the difference. They know who's protecting them. We don't know who's protecting us. And if those people aren't willing to outright say that, and then so we can hold them accountable, then you don't vote for them. You come up with a third party candidate who, even if they don't know anything else and that's all they're working on is, I got you guys' best interest in mind, trust me, that's going to make a dent somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can be a Trump supporter and black. You could be a conservative black. You could be evangelical black. But when you see unarmed black men, women, and God knows teens getting beaten and shot, you know what I'm saying? We're all in the same boat at that point. That becomes a thing. And now you gotta wonder, oh my God, hey, no matter how, whatever I am, my kid goes out there, I gotta have that conversation with my kid. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you live. And again, that goes back to the black experience in America. America's black experience is so different. Some people never have to have those conversations with those kids. Some people for generations never even had to worry about that. It's what it is. We are here. It's just we, for whatever reason, want to also bring along the baggage of the struggle. Leave the struggle alone. You know what I'm saying? You know, the struggle doesn't define us. Who we are is what defines us. The journey defines us. Don't let the baggage define you. Don't let the struggle define you. The journey, the road it took to get here, let that be the definitive moment. Boom, I had to go through blah blah blah, and I'm here. So if I did this, you can do that. You ain't even gotta go through it like I gotta go through it. That's that stuff our grandparents used to tell us, and we used to just be like, you know. Now we like, yeah, trust me, we ain't gotta nowhere like they did back in those days, but we got our struggles, and for most of us, we overcame. We hit a nice thing. We good. That's just all I gotta say on that, man. I will try to be more consistent with these episodes, and I will holler at y'all later. That's all I got for this right here, man. I just wanted to say that because my brother had a good question, and I was one of those people who was like, yeah, we there. And being there, I kind of felt like maybe I wasn't being, one, I'm pretty sure nobody even read what I said. Two, I wanted to make sure that as I said it, that I had a chance to say it. Because again, typing it out, and I'm the worst at typing because my mind runs faster than my fingers can type. You know what I'm saying? So I've typed stuff and I've looked back and read my comments back and was like, dude, I'd have missed like, oh, wow, what? But because everybody reads and thinks the same, you're reading it and you're just like, yo, yeah, I know what he was saying. Boom, and kept it moving. So this was my way to even avoid that because I know me. So again, this is what that was. This was more or less me giving my answer a little more detailed for my man. Salute again to Mhaffa and all the great stuff. Yo, Google, how Shaq say, Google me. Google that, man. You see my man's is out here doing it. Salute. He got a podcast himself. He part of a big joint. You know what I'm saying? He running with a gang of DJs. He doing the radio joint and got property popping. You know, my man is there. Like he's on the road to his promised land. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully nobody stands in his way. I'm out. I'm doing too much talking. I'm rambling now. It's like I said, I had to figure out a way to express my opinion. And I was like, dude, I got a platform. Let me do this. I did this. I will holler at y'all at another date. Won't be as long. I will try to be more up on point on this. Shout out to June from the Ongoing Resistance. I just figured out how to check something, and I heard something. So salute to that brother. I'm also gonna hit him up later myself personally, but I wanted to definitely say shout out to him. I will holler at y'all later. I still have no dope ending. I will work on that. So for now, as I've been doing, I will just use the Eric B and Rakim joint. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.